some faith-based questions now. So the first question is, how has your faith affected your treatment journey?
My faith played a big role in my treatment.
Yeah.
I prayed a lot, particularly for my healing. And I go to church almost every day, rain or shine, snow. Yeah, I do pray a lot.
Yeah.
And
We do.
It's important to belong to a religion.
Yeah. So like what Jesus said, right? If it's not for me, you can't do nothing. You can't do anything. We rely on that, So it's the reliance on grace. That's all you can do, It won't hurt you if you rely on God's grace. Now, it would hurt you if you don't rely on His grace. Just ignore Him, So, religion plays, I'd say, 1,000% role in our lives, before illness. And even during illness, it stayed the same. I'd say 1,000%,
And also, I prayed for my healthcare professionals.
We prayed for all you guys
For my
too.
doctors,
And,
they need the prayers too.
When did you feel God's help the most?
This was on her first surgery, back when she was a teenager, when I met her, and I don't know if she felt like that. She wasn't that religious back then, but I was. Or maybe it's the other way around. She got me into religion, but I went to a Catholic school in elementary, so I already had it in me. So it wasn't just being honed up, I got my Catholic faith, but I wasn't using it much until I met her, and then they were teasing me because somebody saw me in the church. I had my arms spread out like that, right in the middle of the aisle, and that was the beginning. So I still thank her that if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be out there as a junkie, no religion and all that. Who knows, But when God guides you to do something, you have to follow it, Because how many people are given that opportunity to come follow me, and and just you don't do it, I've known a lot of friends that were given a chance to become good Christians, but they decided the other way to go, the wayward life,
I also, I prayed also during my pregnancy. Every time I got pregnant, I prayed that my children will not get my
The gene?
my
DNA?
my disease or whatever
The DNA.
I'm having, because I hope it's not gonna go to them.
Yeah.
That's what I prayed a lot. Every time I got pregnant, that was the scariest. And God helped me a lot. I'm so glad my children are healthy
Yeah.
right now.
And
Didn't have any problems with them.
they're not into drugs. They're good kids,
They're good kids.
So
I have
we're
3
thankful
boys.
for that,
Great parents.
Yeah.
The last question is, was there a particular Bible passage that spoke to you at any moment?
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a bunch. When Jesus said that in my Father's kingdom there are many mansions, and if you go there, I will come to prepare it for you, So that's good enough.
Can you tell us about the story of how you met?
Okay.
Okay. In 1972.
72.
Actually, during the martial law. But before that, I used to go to my sister-in-law's cousin's house, and he lived there. He lived in the neighborhood. So he saw me going to that house, and it happened to be my cousin, my sister-in-law's cousin, is his friend, best friend. So tell him what happened.
Okay. See, there were like 17 buildings. Each building had 30 apartments, and I lived in building number 2. For some reason, I was gravitated to the guys in building 11, and that's where my friend, who was happened to be an in-law of her brother. Okay, now, and that's how I met her. Now, if I would have hung around to a different building, I would have never met her. That's the reason why, you know, the Holy Spirit brought us together. So I asked my friend who lived in building 11, said, "Hey, aren't you going to introduce me to Madeline?" I said, "Man,
Your friend.
your friend." So I said, "Man, her brother is strict, you know." Said, "I ain't worried about her brother, because I'm not gonna marry her brother. I'm gonna marry her, you know." So it happened. So he introduced me to her, and then we started dating. Then, you know.
Yeah, when we got introduced, it was a martial law. Marcos just declared martial law, and so there's no school. So, but he was going to another university. I was going to another university, and my brother and my sister-in-law, they dropped me off to their cousin's house, and so the brothers of that friend of his went to him and told him that I was there. So that's how we met. He came over and we met.
Yeah, that's true.
And then in 1975, we got married.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Yeah,
That's it.
this is before your time. You guys weren't even in the, we're not even the a pigment of the imagination of your parents, you know.
What do you two like to do in your free time?
Besides nothing. Well, we walk.
We walk a lot.
Oh, that's
We
We always go. He likes McDonald's. He's always hanging out at McDonald's.
yeah. So
Yeah, that's it.
we go to
When
church
we go
every
out,
day.
we
You know.
he just want to have coffee at McDonald's, or you know.
And she likes her internet. You know. So
sure.
yeah. So
When did you guys know you guys were meant for each other?
I already knew. I don't know about her, because she was kind of dragging her feet. You know.
Play hard to get.
Play hard to get, you know. So, you know, that was in 1973. That's when we met, Liam.
She said, I had one semester left for to graduate for college, and I was gonna enroll for my last semester in college. But he didn't want me to enroll. He said, "Don't enroll, we'll just get married." So that's
Yeah.
why I didn't graduate college. I didn't
Yeah.
finish college because of him.
Okay. Yeah. So
But
she
he
was,
finished college.
but she was sickly, you know. I just didn't want her to, I guess, to aggravate her, you know, her illness by working, you know. So, especially on her wrist, you can't really function much if you have a problem with your wrist, you know.
Yeah, I was already 6 when my freshman, when I was in freshman.
Do you have any regrets regarding that?
Kinda.
Yes and no.
Not finishing college, I
Yeah.
have regrets.
Yeah.
Because I could have found a better job or something.
have
And I could have helped my children more. But my children are pretty good. They were able to, you know, survive college, schools
Yeah.
without our help.
Yeah.
When was the first time you had a personal encounter with God?
Well, I guess when I met her, you know, she was sickly from the get-go, and then she always survived from all her ordeals, you know, surgeries here, surgeries there. She survived all of that. And now this is another ordeal we have to survive with. And so it's an ongoing process, you know. A relationship with God is a continuous process. It's not a
Don't.
it's not a, what do you call that thing? A stop and go, you know, continuous, you know.
I wanna ask the last question.
Sure, sure.
Before wrapping up, I really want to keep praying for you guys.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
Same,
so
Tell
like,
much.
us a little bit more about how we could pray for you, like specifically your prayer request.
oh, yeah, whatever you normally do, you know, because
Yeah.
all prayers are, you know, it depends on how serious you are, how you project to God that you're serious in praying. Let's all keep praying for each other, you know. So
Yes.
yeah, and we thank you for doing that.
Thank you for
prayer.
doing that.
And we thank you for your successes. You know, yeah, we need more
This is
young ones,
young doctors.
smart young doctors, smart ones, to go on and take care of the future generation. You know.